when I shot Degenerates, I was very excited and I was very happy. It wasn't until I was coming home that I realized it was what I didn't want to do. It's so weird when you become a comic, like when you become an artist or whatever, you have to, in anything in life, you have to decide, once you decide you're going to do it, what things you will and what things you won't do. When I moved to LA and people were telling me about TV, and I always knew I wasn't going to do Letterman. I always knew I wasn't going to do Leno. I always knew I wasn't going to do a Tonight Show. I always knew I wasn't going to do Kimmel. I accepted that. I always accepted the Doug Stanhope route. I liked that he played the underground comic. I liked that. That's why when we started doing the podcast, I emphasized so much on listening because I wanted people to listen to the podcast like if they were listening to something dirty. Like the government didn't let them listen. It was like listening to rock music in Cuba in 79.
Right.
It just wasn't allowed, And it was so weird that after I did Degenerates on the plane ride, I went through all these emotions for a few weeks. And I was angry, I was mad, I was happy, I was sad. And that's why I tell people, you don't know what you got. You better be careful what you wish for because it just might happen. When I wished for a Netflix special, I wasn't specific.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So when they contacted me and said they wanted me to be a part of something, I said yes off the bat. And once I got there, I was like, why are we shooting in a pool hall when we have 2,000 stages in Vegas? There was just so many little things that worked against me. I felt like Netflix, I just ate a bag of shit on this special. So to this day, I'll say that. And I just moved forward. I came up with a different plan. And this plan is working for me more than the plan before. So once I did that and I realized I didn't want to ever be put in that position again, that's it. I don't want to be put in that position again. I'd rather just do my spots at the Comedy Store. All these things I do, when I stick to them, they work out for me, And it's like I tell people, when you make a decision and you stick to it, eventually that thing will work out for you. But you have to stick to that decision. Once you go away from that, all the houses of cards fall, and you got to start all over again. Years ago, I used to get mad. Oh, nobody ever puts me in movies. Stop doing these $100-a-day movies. When I stopped saying no to them, nobody called me ever again for them, and I booked a Stallone movie, and I booked a couple other movies. Why? Because I stopped doing those. You decide what you're not and gonna do, and it'll make your life that much easier down the line later on, And that's why I didn't do the festival. I have nothing against Netflix. I think Netflix is a great company. They gave a ton of my friends a platform, So when you get into something like comedy or art, or when you become a plumber, you decide somewhere along the line whether you want to be a residential plumber, a commercial plumber, a new construction plumber. Do you want to rip these walls down and find rats in there?
No.
Okay, so then you want to do new construction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't have to find rats. When I was an electrician in Colorado, I did new construction, and I loved it. Very once in a while, you have to go into crawl spaces.
Oh.
That's where everything is. With electricity, you have to go through a crawl space.
And you can fit in a crawl space?
Then I could.
Okay.
Then I could. Now it's a different story.
That seems like a night. I get claustrophobic.
I'll never forget working as an electrician for one day in Hoboken. For $8 an hour, I broke down.
Why?
One day. I was getting, I think, 15 when I started in Aspen as an apprentice. And when I went to Hoboken, New Jersey in 83, I figured I'd do electricity while I was there. And I went to one company, and they hired me in Hoboken. And it was like when you gut these little brownstones. I'll never forget the guy going, all right, you go downstairs, we shut the power, and me hearing like snakes and lizards and rats and crocodiles under there. I was like, I got to go for lunch. The guy goes, where you going? I got to go get a soda. I got something in my throat. Bro, I walked up to that thing and I got on that number 22 bus. I think that's the bus that takes you to Hoboken from Union City to number 22. I think that's it. And I got on that 22 and I never went to Hoboken again, dog. I forget that. I got a job in electrical supply warehouse. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not. I knew that wasn't for me, you know. You have to decide what you're going to do with what you got, you know. And the same thing goes to stand-up. People think it's better to want than to have sometimes, you know. You got to be careful what you want, what you wish for, because it just might come true. But you have to be specific.
Yeah. It sounds sort of like with the resistance thing that we've talked about with that book. How if you don't stick to your guns, like stuff will come up that seems good but is really getting in the way. Is that
It's a law of diminishing return. It's like a dear friend of mine once told me something. He goes, man, I've been around a lot of people, and you're the only person I know that when you say no, you mean no. Like you have to stick to your guns in life, you know. It's really weird when you stick to something. That's it. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it like this until it breaks or until it's proven to me that this doesn't work. That's how we do everything in this life, all of us. You know, when we're spinning our wheels, we're spinning our wheels. You know, at least for me, that's how it's always worked. I've always caught on while I'm spinning my wheels like, something's not right here. You know, with stand-up, I'm like anybody else. When I got into stand-up, I did anything that was thrown at me. I never said no to anything. For the first, till 2004, 2005 was when I started saying no to things. Because I had to. It was too much. I was getting taken advantage of. I just wanted to be a good guy and get on stage. I never cared about anything else but what was in front of me, being funny. I never cared about wearing the hat to be cool or bringing the drink up on stage to be cool or sipping from my straw to be cool or bringing a beer on. That never, you don't need none of that. Your job is to be funny. That's it. Everybody you know, what am I going to come up to? What song am I going to come out to? This ain't a dance. This is stand-up comedy. But somewhere along the line, you forget, and then you get back on course, you know? And that's it. That's what I personally think about that. But, no, I have nothing against Netflix. I just knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what I didn't want to do. And now who knows what's going to happen with this whole Corona vid thing, whatever the hell, you know.